dark age, we call this fun.
Hey Huskies, and welcome back. This is Red Husky from Iron Huskies here to do a pretty quick review of the new spring event called the Revelry. Every season in this current year has had one so far, and well, I definitely do have opinions on this one. So to get the event started, you have to talk to Eva Levante to grab this weird looking thing, which you can use to boost one of your abilities for 1 hour. Either your grenade, your melee, or your class ability. So obviously you're going to pick grenade, and then jump into the verdant forest. Yep, that's right. They renamed the Infinite Forest again for this event, and a good majority of the event takes place here. So if you're a hunter, you're going to go Shinobu's Vow, Skip Grenade, and your headshot weapon of choice. Reason why is that the enemies here have a chance of dropping orbs on headshot kill, and you can chain a ton of supers if you can do it well. So just like the Haunted Forest from the Halloween event, you get a limited amount of time to clear as many branches of the Infinite Forest as possible. Main difference here is that you can get more time by killing enemies. 2 seconds for a red bar, 4 seconds for a yellow bar, and 20 seconds for clearing a set of branches. So basically just chuck grenade after grenade after grenade, and if that door is still red, another grenade. It'll find somebody. And every time you clear a branch, you'll earn 5 seconds towards the final battle versus the bosses. It's really not that hard to keep your time up as long as your team is pretty effective at killing ads. I've seen teams clear 100 plus branches before finally running out of time. But God forbid you die in the Verdant Forest. You have to go all the way back to the beginning to make your way back to your team, which takes forever depending on how far they got. This is the way you'll lose most of your time, so don't die. When time runs out, you're sent into a boss room to deal with a set of 5 bosses back to back. The more branches you cleared, the more time you'll have to kill them, and you'll get 1 chest for every boss that you killed. It's very straightforward, and for the most part I have no problem with the process in theory. In practice, it's not so great. The thing is, everyone's got a different point at which they feel comfortable confronting the bosses. For me, I like to have around 18 branches. I'm not running with my boss killer Warlock, so I felt like I needed more time, but the guy we're running with stopped trying after about branch 10. At one point he abandoned us and just sat at the starting pad. It creates a system where people will start actively working towards your failure once they feel like they don't want to keep going. And when we finally did go in to fight the bosses, like I thought would happen, we didn't win. We killed 3 bosses, barely, and ran out of time. Now, this is the fundamental problem with this mode. It's the Infinite Forest, guys. By a show of hands, who here liked the Infinite Forest after the first time they ran through Curse of Osiris? Didn't think so. This event calls back to the worst DLC in the history of Destiny. One where every mission has you running through the infinitely bad forest of procedurally generated garbage to get through the other side, so you can get to do the actual mission. They marketed this place as if it was something really cool where you have a countless number of possibilities. You'll probably never get the same sequence twice. Well, so did No Man's Sky. If I wanted a cool procedurally generated landscape, I would have jumped in Minecraft. We didn't need it in Destiny, and we don't need to be reminded of it every other season. If I may speak for the community for just a moment, we want to forget Curse of Osiris ever happened.
I don't want to forget.
I'm sorry,
Bungie.
but I do.
What kind of a system is it where your reward for doing well in this game mode is that you get to play it longer? This game is a loot grind, so everybody wants to do it as efficiently as possible. So I guess I don't really blame the guy on our team for being actively obstructive to the team. He just wanted to get his loot and move on to the next. He probably had specific triumphs he was going for. He was mad that I was killing everybody with my skip grenades. I don't know. But the Haunted Forest did it better in that there was no way to extend your time, so it couldn't go on for 100 branches. It's not like there's any better reward for doing it anyway. Your boosted grenades run out after an hour, so it's really inefficient to do it that way. This was so poorly thought out that it has me worried about Bungie operating without that Activision money. Crucible's even worse though. Take the same loadout into the Crucible and you can see the problem. It's grenade spam. On the one hand, it does change up the way people play. On the other, that's not a good thing in this case. These effects even apply to competitive, so if you're grinding for Recluse, here's your cheat code. This took no effort on my part and it felt dirty doing it. But this is all I was seeing in the Crucible, so I decided to try it out for myself. I very nearly got a wee round of medals here on my first attempt in Crucible, just chucking grenades. Even Cosmo from Bungie apologized for this clear overshoot of the sandbox change, but also said they can't change right away. The Revelry will be here for another 2 weeks, so beat them or join them. Your choice. For me, this highlights a bigger problem with Season of the Drifter though. I'll probably do another video on this later and expand on my thoughts some more, but I'm really worried about Bungie without Activision. As much as we hated Activision, they poured tons of money into this game, and microtransactions helped us support bigger projects and DLCs, and it just feels like the budget was low on this one. Come take a walk through the tower with me. I don't think the tower has ever looked uglier than it does right now. When you were little, Did you ever have that one crayon that you never used? For me, it was forest green. It was a particular shade of green that had no vibrant colors, and I never felt like it added anything to any drawing. This tower is covered in forest green, and it's hideous. Also, this is my favorite ramp to jump up, and they blocked it. They put up all these weird metal things around the tower, and it just changes the landscape and creates blocked passageways that don't really make any sense. And going down to the area where Eva Levante is even worse. It looks so crowded down here. This is bad design. Compare it to how it looked on Crimson Days, or The Dawning, or Festival of the Lost. Throwing snowballs at people was fun. The red petals everywhere looked nice, and the colors really jumped out. The candles on Halloween were cool, and they didn't just create obstacles that I had to work around to get by at the tower. Yeah, I think I will make that Season of the Drifter video. Stay tuned for that one, because I gotta go buy me a bottle of tequila and start recording that one. I have a lot of disappointments this season, but I think what disappoints me the most is that I've never missed a triumph in any event so far. I pushed every event to its limit just so I wouldn't miss out on triumphs that I can never get again. But in this case, I don't even care enough about this event to get the Arbalest. And that only requires you to get some of the triumphs. I have never felt this unmotivated to play Destiny 2. You guys remember when Destiny 1 was so dry that they actually rewarded you with an emblem just for logging in during that time? I have that emblem. I played through some of the content droughts before, but this event doesn't even resemble a drought for me. It's like somebody spraying me with a water bottle and saying, hey, enjoy that because that's all you're going to get. I hope this doesn't come across as too doom and gloom, because there is a part of me that still thinks that Bungie just needs a minute to find their footing again. But either way, I think I'm going to start recording that Season of the Drifter video while I'm still mad about it. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts. If you like this event, don't let me take that away from you. Tell me why you like it and tell me why I'm wrong, or why I should be more optimistic. Spectral Blaze is getting nerfed, so that's something at least. Thanks for watching. This has been Red Husky from Iron Huskies, and I'll see you all probably still running from that skip grenade that I threw like 10 minutes ago.